At least 6 die as tornado devastates Amazon warehouse in Illinois. So this is a story that happened a couple of days ago, but we're finding out the extent of the damage here. And again, one thing I need to talk about again, Amazon, what the fuck? They let their employees work with no basement, no shelter in a tornado. Is Jeff Bezos going to go to jail for this? Anyone? Anyone want to take a guess? Nope. Of course, there's going to be no accountability. There's going to be no accountability. If you, as an employer, refuse to let your employees, I don't know, leave during a tornado, if you as an employer in the tornado belt, right, don't have a shelter or allow your employees to use that shelter, in my opinion, that's first-degree murder. That's premeditated murder. You worked them until they died, and you did not let them reach safety. That is premeditated murder. Is Jeff Bezos going to be held accountable? Of course not. At least 6 people were killed when a tornado smashed through a massive Amazon warehouse outside St. Louis, one in a series of twisters blamed for dozens of deaths in 5 states. In Illinois, Edwardsville Fire Chief James Whiteford said late Saturday that another injured Amazon worker was airlifted to a hospital and searchers were carefully picking through rubble for additional victims. At least 45 people survived the carnage wrought Friday when the tornado struck the building at about 8:30 p.m. Because of the devastation came during a shift change, authorities struggled to determine how many people were actually in the building or otherwise unaccounted for. Whiteford said a shift change, not an evacuation, a shift change. And is Jeff Bezos going to go to prison for first-degree murder of 6 people? And first-degree attempted murder for 45 people? Is that going to happen? Imagine if employers were held accountable. Imagine the world we would live in if an employer was held accountable at all. Could you imagine that, right? Like, could you imagine, like, how different the society we live in would be? We'd probably be having, like, Mars colonies, right? We'd have moon colonies, right? We'd have abolished religion, right? We would have, like, abolished fast food. We would have had, like, a perfect society utopia if fucking employers were held accountable at all, in any way. Like, I'm just saying, Jeff Bezos is, I mean, this isn't the first time he's killed people. This is why we say there's no such thing as a benevolent billionaire. In order to be a billionaire, you need to kill people. Now again, inflation, right? The value of $1 billion is decreasing at such a rapid way. So maybe in like 10 years, there'll be such a thing as a benevolent billionaire. But at that point, we're going to be upgrading to trillionaires, right? Because that's our language here. The language of capitalism is millionaire is the new billionaire, or like, you know, trillionaire is the new billionaire, that kind of shit. But as of right now, in this moment in time, there's no such thing as a benevolent billionaire. Jeff Bezos is guilty of first-degree murder on this one. The National Weather Service said a preliminary investigation found the tornado to be an EF3, which pack winds between 136 and 165 miles per hour. This is a tragic day in Illinois history. To the families, blah, blah, blah. How about, I don't know, get the Illinois Attorney General to bring formal charges against Jeff Bezos? Anyone? No? Where's Merrick Garland on this one? Anyone? I don't give a fuck what Bezos has to say. We're heartbroken over the loss of our teammates. Teammates? Bitch, you murdered them. You would not let them leave the building during an emergency weather scenario, and you did not provide any form of shelter in a state, in a location that consistently has tornadoes. That's murder. If you lock someone in a box with no escape, that's murder. And then blow up the box, that's murder. If you tie someone down on the railroad and then a train comes, that's murder. This is murder! Like, does anyone not, like, am I, like, do I sound crazy? If I sound crazy, then society is fucked. If I'm the crazy one here, society, if I tie you down on a railroad track and the train comes, is that murder or is that not murder? Because that's literally what happened here. The tornado is the train and the building is the train track. They got locked in the building, no safety, and the tornado came and killed them. It's murder. It's murder. Oh, this is so heartbroken. Oh, we're heartbroken. Yes, we are. It's murder. Authorities warned the death toll from storms across Kentucky, Illinois, Tennessee, Arkansas, and Missouri was expected to rise. Yeah, it was expected to rise. Everyone knew this would happen. Everyone knew this would happen. They locked them in the building and they're dead now. Murder. Murder! Hello! Like, come on now. Like, does it, like... Governor Andy Beshear of Kentucky said he believes at least 80 people died in his state. It may be well over 100, he said on Sunday. It's so hard to describe. There's not a camera lens big enough to show the... This country is fucked. No one in mainstream media is going to report the truth here. Jeff Bezos is a mass murderer. He is one of the world's most prolific serial killers in history. Think about that. This is legalized murder. When you think of serial killers, right? The most prolific serial killers in history, you think of like the Zodiac Killer. How many people did he kill? Like 15? How many people did Jeff Bezos kill this week? The world's most prolific serial killers are billionaires. Debate me?